So chronic pain. Again, in rest, in prolonged inactivity, important to know when does the pain, how's the pain character and the pain radiation. Again, important to know, and again, ask the right questions. It's a foreign body reaction. So in these cases, you have to find the right diagnosis. What to do?
We would like to contribute in a very small way to the development of this country, and that is through providing health services, particularly training of health personnel. And I think we have achieved a lot in that area. We chose initially to train in hernia surgery because it's fairly easy to do to start, and the skills that are developed by the surgeons are easily transferable. But in fact, we have expanded into other specialties. We have invited neurosurgeons who have done some marvelous things, ear, nose and throat surgeons, orthopedic surgeons, plastic surgeons, and this year, for the first time, we invited our gynecologist, a very good friend of mine in my hospital, Dr. Reka, who gladly, without hesitation, decided to join us. So Reka, thank you very, very much. I'd like to thank all the members of the teams, both from the UK and from Germany, for giving us your time, your resources, your energy to come here and spend 10 days with us in this work. Now, if you don't receive any reward from here at all, I can assure you that there is a reward always waiting for you for doing such a wonderful, humanitarian work. We do appreciate all of you for coming, and please let's put our hands together for our volunteer surgeons and nurses who have come with us.
I want to start with Maramuse, and I want to thank you all, dear friends and colleagues, for your, I think, warm welcome, and secondly for this kind hospitality in your beautiful country of almost 1,000. It must be much more hills. So we have always in our daily practice hills, but of course we can reach the top, and normally of course we are very happy that we are here again. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Ralph Lorenz, General Surgeon from Berlin in Germany, and also Director of the Surgeons for Africa initiative, which exists since more than 10 years, 12 years, 13 years. So we are in a very close collaboration with Operation Hernia and Rwanda Legacy of Hope since right now 9-10 years. So, and we started in Rwanda since 2016 the education program for younger surgeons, which has an enormous effect of sustainability, and it creates a snowball effect. This year in particular, we created the train-the-trainer format, so as a next level, a next step, and which is so important that we train also teachers for the future, and so they can have a snowball effect for the next generation. And we try to get them open-minded, we try to get them enthusiastic about hernia surgery, and when we evaluate all the forms from this course, I got the impression it works. So I think all the participants did a brilliant job, and I'm really happy about the progress, what you did in the last few days. It was almost only 5 days, but these 5 days went absolutely stunning, and enthusiastic. Because of Corona, we have to postpone our mission for a couple times, so we are so happy that we can meet each other face to face again, which is yes. The Surgeons for Africa initiative normally is a huge team, as you mentioned already. We are up to 25 specialists. This year we have a very tiny and small but very effective group of surgeons, anesthesists, operating nurses and anesthetic nurses. I would like to introduce them because I think it's important that you have a face behind. I would like to introduce Petra Wölki. Please stand up. From Starnberg, which is in Bavaria. I think you know, Dr. Patrick, where Bavaria is. Secondly, Susan Fritsche.
You can remove the mask when they're introduced so that we can see them.
Yes, please. Remove the mask. The whole face. Susan Fritsche, anesthetic nurse. I would like to introduce my very good friend and colleague, Joachim Konze, Dr. Joachim Konze from Munich. Surgeon and very experienced surgeon, and last but not least, Dr. Stefan Erdmenger, as an anesthetist. So I would like not to copy what was already said. I want to thank you for your hospitality, for your very kind and warm welcome in this country, and that's all.
I'm Lamba Jean-Paul, as been introduced by the MC. So I'm one of the trainees who underwent several sessions during this period. So in total we're 8. So there were 7 postgraduates in general surgery and 1 GP from Yabjenge who joined us for this training. So talking about this course would be taking too much of time because we gained a lot, as one of our lecturers they have been saying. Now, I would be starting by to extend our warm thanks from the faculty, as it is represented by our Prof. Up to the ministry level, because they are allowing us, they are looking for us some partnership so that we may be standing from a crawling kid to a man who may stand and do an operation as our lecturers have been doing. We started by theories in the period of COVID, where we're doing theory, up to now where any of us may stand, give a theory around that the procedure in which we are involved in the growing hernias, up to the level of performing it, and now, as our lecturers they've been invested too much, they wish us from the level of now running, doing, and now teaching. So we are really very grateful and thankful to our lecturers who gave us that potentiality from the level of learning, like learning theories, practicing. Now we can now stand and teach others. Please give a clap of hand to our lecturers from the
Good afternoon, everyone. As they said, my name is Patrick Novanzi, and I'm here representing the Ministry of Health, the Minister of Health. First of all, I would like to thank the volunteers, and I want a big round of applause for them. We also want to thank both communities, Surgeons for Africa. I know putting up an organization like this, mobilizing teams, mobilizing all the resources, and also being consistent over the years. It takes a village to raise a child. But I think it also takes a large community like this to train a good surgeon. So having people with different experiences, exposing them to different techniques, definitely adds to their competencies and their knowledge as well. And this is very timely. As I told you, I'm the Executive Secretary from the HRH Secretariat. It's the Human Resource for Health Secretariat. And the main mandate is to train enough and quality health professionals. So our mission is to train not only the surgeons that you are, but also the nurses, the midwives, and all the allied health professionals who will be contributing to the health sector in Rwanda. We've developed a strategic plan that goes from 2020 to 2030, and we welcome Dr. Africa, the chairperson of the Rwanda Medical and Dental Council, for being here and making sure that your future doctors and specialists are well trained. And they were saying that with our strategy, we are aiming to develop 6,513 new health cadres over the next 10 years. But the main ambition that we have is to be able to train the trainers so that our programs are sustainable over time. And with this type of intervention, benefiting from the training they get from the University of Rwanda, but benefiting from your vast experience that you're bringing, we hope that these postgraduates will be the trainers of the students of the next generation. So here, in the name of the ministry, we are very supportive of this initiative. We are looking at expanding it. We are looking at receiving you more often, as much as you can, but also organizing a rotation so that when you leave, next week we receive another team, and when that other team leaves, we receive another team, and be able to create that movement that not only possibly enrich us by hosting you, but hopefully leaves you also something that you take from us. So we are very grateful, and we are very much looking at continuing this type of partnership.
Organised in Sadimana. Dr. Innocent B. Kukanda.
The next one is Dr. Jean-Paul. There is inside some meshes, some sutures, a scalpel, something to mark.
But no patients. There are no patients in the package.
Dr. Remoust. Dr. Jean de Dieu. Dr. Jean-Paul. Dr. Blaise. Dr. Patrick, and finally, no, Dr. Fabrice. And finally, we have one special guest in our group. I would like to bring Dr. Fidene up to the stage. She was joining she will be enthusiastic about her research. That would be a passion.
Kuva mu 2015 tumaze gusinyana amasezerano cyangwa MOU na Minisante, niho twatangiye gukora training, kuko abaganga bafite specialite nyinshi, ariko iyo baje bakavura bakigendera tudatraininze, abajya bavuga ngo ahubwo umuntu ifi umwigishe kuyirobera. Ubwo rero turafasha umugambi uko impano bafite zigomba gusigara mu gihugu cyacu. Ntabwo ari haniya gusa du traininga, ari abo baza kubaga muri nk'uyu mudamu warimo baga ibyuma byo mu nda ku badamu. Abaje bose barabaga ariko bakagerageza no gutraininga abaganga bacu, kuko abangaba deja n'aba professeur muri za université n'ubundi bigisha mu by'ubuganga, ariko ari n'abaganga babaga. Ni nayo mpamvu mu bihumbi 2019 twakoze inama badusaba ko noneho twakongera training. Hanyuma mu 2020 twahabayeho covid, 2021 aba baganga babonye n'ubundi bari baratraininzwe online. Abana baganga bari mu Bwongereza, muri Amerika, bari aba specialist bagize kuri 11. Uyu munsi rero twari twaje noneho gukora pratique babaga, ari mpamvu uyu munsi warwanyuma wo kubaha certificate.